relocate himself, crying here in Waltham. And when he suddenly decided to go after an FBI agent, he was 27 years old at the time that he was killed. Bill?
And this man in Florida, just to connect the dots here, he had other run-ins with the law. What do we know about that?
Absolutely. One of them happened just a few weeks before this shooting in Florida. He had been involved in an altercation over a parking space with a father and son there at an outlet mall. And then back in 2010, Josh was also living here in the Boston area at that point in time. That, of course, explains how he became friends with Tsarnaev. And he was involved in a road rage incident here in Boston. Bill?
Strange twist. Molly Line, thanks. Waltham, Massachusetts, following that one. Martha?
Well, there are just growing questions by the day about what really happened at the IRS as this investigation now shifts to an IRS official who refused to testify. Lois Lerner pled the fifth. Will we ever find out what she knows?
This Memorial Day weekend, SiriusXM has all your motorsports needs covered. Sunday, Formula One Racing's premier event, the Monaco Grand Prix.
Sebastian Vettel comes out of final
8 a.m. Eastern on Sirius 92, XM 208, Sports Zone on the SiriusXM app. And it's the Indy 500 from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Race coverage with Chakaroo begins at 9 a.m. Eastern on SiriusXM 211. And the Coca-Cola 600 at 6 p.m. Eastern on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. On Memorial Day weekend, the biggest races in motorsports are on SiriusXM.
Hi friends, I'm Louis Halakoulis, president of Morgan Gold. Do you ever wish you could print your own money? Well, guess what? That's exactly what the U.S. government is doing. The Federal Reserve announced it will print over $1 trillion out of thin air this year, watering down the U.S. dollar even more. This is putting your retirement at risk. Right now, your 401k and IRA are in a bubble. Well, friends, we at Morgan Gold have a retirement solution. I've put together the most qualified team in the industry to help save your investments. Morgan Gold's team of experts includes Ed Moy, who served in both Bush administrations, created Homeland Security, was the last director of the United States Mint, and is the current go-to gold expert for all the major news organizations. No other investment firm can say this.
Protect your retirement the way I did, by adding gold to your IRA or 401k.
Call Morgan Gold now for your free consultation and investor's guide. 800-255-7400 or visit morgangold.com. Call 800-255-7400. That's 800-255-7400.
Hi folks, Jay Farmer here, president of Quicken Loans. We're thrilled to have helped over 125,000 homeowners save money by refinancing with HARP. But there are millions more of you who could be saving big money on your home loans by getting HARPed. With HARP, you may be able to refinance with Quicken Loans even if your home has lost value. For example, if you owe $300,000 on your mortgage, but your home is only worth $150,000, Quicken Loans may still be able to help you get HARP and start saving. Or if your current mortgage is higher than 3.99%, give us a call today at 800-QUICKEN. And for 3 years in a row now, J.D. Power & Associates has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. Once again, if your current mortgage is higher than 3.99%, or if you owe more than your home is worth, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com.
For J.D. Power & Associates award information, visit jdpower.com. Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Hey, I'm Ben with Melton Truck Lines. I've been driving for Melton for almost 5 years, and let me tell you, when I decided to start driving, Melton and their reputation rose to the top. They pay best around, and the support is incredible. And oh yeah, well, let's not forget the trust. And when you get to Maternal, they know you by name, not a truck number, and that means a lot. So if you're ready, give us a call at 800-MELTON, yes, 800-635-8669, or better yet, online at drivemelton.com. This is Ben. I hope to see you out there.
Hi, Joe. This is Bob, your banker. Sorry, but your business loan has been declined.
That's okay, Bob. Anchor Funding Services already funded my business.
But you have no capital in your business, and you're growing very quickly.
Exactly. Anchor Funding Services gave me immediate cash for my accounts receivable.
Oh, I can send Anchor Funding Services a lot of business. What's their number?
877-70-ANCHOR. That's 877-70-ANCHOR. 877-70-ANCHOR. Or you can go to 70anchor.com. That's 70anchor.com.
Going to be the best 12 seconds of our life.
You think?
I think so.
We kept talking today. That was a really fast 2 hours, right? But now people can stick around because Happening Now is starting right now.
See you Friday.
Thank you, Martha and Bill. Right now, some brand new stories and breaking news this hour. We're awaiting a major national security speech from the president. President Obama expected to discuss drones, Gitmo, and the threats Americans face every day. We'll have a preview for that. Plus, will convicted killer Jodi Arias get the death penalty or spend the rest of her life behind bars? A jury could not reach a decision yesterday. Today, they're back at work. And a man caught on tape firing an AK-47 into a car and a gentleman's club packed with people. Why was he doing that? And what happened to him? It's all happening now. Hi, everybody. Great to have you with us on this Thursday. I'm John Lee.
And I'm Greg Jarrett in for John Scott.
And some new developments in the IRS scandal that's really shaking up Washington and continues to do so. The investigation now focusing on an IRS official who refused to answer questions about the agency's targeting of conservative groups for additional scrutiny. Lois Lerner pleading the fifth at yesterday's hearing. She touched off the controversy earlier this month when she acknowledged the program for the first time at the American Bar Association conference. Members of Congress now questioning why she didn't bring it up sooner as they dig into her past now. Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel's been really on the story since the beginning. He's live from Washington with more. So, Mike, the House Oversight Committee is really in focus. Are they going to call Lois Lerner back to testify? Can they do that?
Jenna, it sounds quite likely. Chairman Darrell Issa said he was considering the possibility of recalling her. We believe there have been discussions underway about whether that would be worthwhile. Lois Lerner invoked her Fifth Amendment right, but she also defended herself, saying she hasn't done anything wrong, hasn't broken any laws, and hasn't violated any IRS rules or regulations. So then the question for Chairman Issa was, by making that statement, did Lerner waive her Fifth Amendment right? The lawmaker who initially made that argument said that Lerner likely would not make the same mistake again.
You can't make someone talk unless your name is Jack Bauer. You can't force someone to talk. So are we going to hold her in contempt? Are we going to put her in jail? Are we going to offer her immunity, which I would not be a fan of? Or are we going to try to build a case without using her testimony? All of that will be decided at the chairman speaker level and not at my low level.
There's lots of lawmakers on that committee to consider, but there you heard Trey Gowdy, a younger member on the committee, deferring to the chairman and the Speaker of the House, John Boehner. Jenna?
A Jack Bauer reference, huh? As well, all in the middle of all of that. So, Mike, obviously the Republicans have been very outspoken about this. Democrats have said this is a nonpartisan matter and that they're involved. Are Democrats in favor of trying to force Lerner to come back and testify?
You know, it's interesting because Elijah Cummings, Democrat from Maryland, the senior Democrat on the committee, was very tough about the IRS management, accusing them of gross incompetence and mismanagement. In terms of the idea of calling her back, well, here's his take.
I don't think that she waived her right to invoke the Fifth Amendment. And to be frank with you, I think that we should give her the benefit of the doubt, since she had a lawyer present. She was acting on advice of counsel, and I think that says a lot in and of itself.
So that's his take. We will be watching developments today to see whether Chairman Issa officially goes forward with the idea of calling Lois Lerner back to the committee to try to see if he can get her to testify next time. John?
Very interesting development. We'll see where this goes from here. And back to you, Mike, as we hear more. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Getting some new revelations now in the Justice Department snooping scandal. Heavy-handed feds rummaging through the telephone records, even emails of reporters, and apparently going after one reporter's parents. Details of government snooping kept secret for years. Doug McElway is live in Washington with more. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Greg. You're talking about Fox's James Rosen, of course. In the aftermath of the Rosen revelations, a bipartisan group of House members has introduced legislation designed to protect journalists who obtain information from confidential government sources. We now know from legal documents filed by the U.S. Attorney's Office that DOJ investigators probed a long list of phone numbers in their effort to find out what Rosen knew about the alleged leak of classified information to him, and to determine the identities of other sources that Rosen may have contacted in his reporting on North Korea and his nuclear program. The list of phone lines that DOJ considered of interest included James Rosen's Fox mobile phone, James Rosen's parents' home,
Also, the first 3 digits and several other numbers match the prefixes of Fox's White House booth, Pentagon booth, and State Department booth. But with the 4 digits redacted, we cannot confirm those numbers were indeed of interest.
This seems to be incidents that are clear violations